right. Here we go. Hey, what is up, everybody? This is John from Magic Tech Review coming to you late at night. So yeah, I kind of fell asleep, guys. I'm sorry. So we kind of just woke up, and yeah, here we are. So we're going to talk a little bit about best cell phone service during emergencies, which I know CV Tech has a lot to say about that. We're going to talk about Metro by T-Mobile. Is it just a name change from Metro PCS, or is there actual better coverage and service, which I need your guys' input on? So please go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe to me and CV Tech if you want to become part of the Magic Tech Review family. And then comment down below, even the replay crew, have you guys noticed any changes with the Metro by T-Mobile, or is it pretty much just the same? So, CV Tech, what's up, bro?
Not a whole lot, man. Just been kind of sleeping this evening. Hadn't got much sleep at nights lately, so I've been sleeping in the evenings, and now I'm awake. Now I'm live. So, how's things been going with you?
Dude, sleeping. Not really much to do, so I just got bored. Just fell asleep to some YouTube or whatever as usual, but I woke up and I was like, dang, I was supposed to go live. So here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I haven't been live myself in like 5 or 6 days, so it's been a while since I've been live.
Dang, do y'all miss CV Tech being live, guys? Let them know in the chat if you miss them being live, or in the replay crew. So how was it, man? I know Hurricane Michael whipped through your area really fast, and mine for that matter. Shoot, we both lost power.
Yeah, it hung around here for a little while because of the way it turned. But I mean, it was really windy, really rainy here from, I would say, 10 o'clock yesterday morning up until around 5 to 6 last evening. So it hung around for a little bit. I mean, it didn't pack a punch as much as flooding as Florence did. Florence dumped a buttload of rain, and this one here just more or less had a lot of wind. That's why a lot of power lines down, a lot of trees down. I had to make several detours as I was out driving because I mean, just it was rough. I mean, power lines everywhere, trees down everywhere, and so yeah, it was and then also lost Verizon LTE as well in the process. So, but hey, I made a video about that, and some agree, some don't agree, but hey, it's all good. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's interesting, man. Verizon actually basically quit working, LTE during the hurricane. That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on your location. I mean, I'm sure everywhere didn't go out. I just want to make it known, that this is not the first time that, I mean, for myself personally, honestly, I don't really care if I lost LTE or not, because I mean, as long as you can, there's a little net in here flying around. As long as you can make phone calls, really, unless you really need to, like, Dad, come it. I'm live. He must be part of the show. Unless you really needed LTE for something, I could really care less. I mean, it's everybody else that needed it. But,
I mean, GPS. It could be a bunch of reasons. Maybe you communicate to your loved ones through Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, Hangouts.
If you got an Apple device, if you FaceTime, stuff like that, and if you're on Verizon is being is having problems, and you out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they don't even use calls anymore. How about in the chat, guys? Who actually makes phone calls anymore? Or do you guys just use like messaging services to communicate or whatever? Do you guys use? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, 99% of the time is phone calls for me. I mean, I use this here every once in a while, but most of the time, it's phone calls.
Oh, let's see here. So Mr. Carraway says, sad nowadays, need all 4 carriers for emergencies, cannot just depend on one. So Michael West says, rarely make calls. Yeah, I rarely make calls either. I actually just use, I use Messenger a lot. I use Hangouts a lot. I actually use Google Voice a lot. because I don't have my number on just one device. I actually have my Google Voice number on like about 3 or 4 devices. Because like I use multiple devices, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe I'm charging one device, so while I'm charging that particular device, you know, I want to be able to get alerted if I get a text message. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
So with a lot of stuff that I'm seeing in the chats, it's like that they make most people depend on their LTE, and maybe we really shouldn't rely so heavily on LTE because of those issues, because most time, unless there's like a tower down, voice is going to work. Voice and text is going to work, but you know, like I say, I mean, you have a lot of linemen, a lot of power, a lot of power crews, a lot of emergency. You might need to use some kind of, data, and if it ain't working, it ain't working.
let's see here, Lady Red. Let me know if you want to join in. I'll send you the invite. I know you just got in.
Yeah, Zender Renton, I'm kind of lowered. I'm not really talking very loud tonight, so I might be why I'm sounding a bit lower than John.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, actually, Little John's asleep, so that's why I'm not really talking loud. But I am using this big old mic in front of me. So Zenderin says yes, we need some Lady Red. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're not going to be up here for too terribly long, guys. We just wanted to have our nightly show as usual. Well, for me at least, I want to try to have my nightly show. I want to try to.
Yeah, I still got a lot of editing to do. I've made several videos. I've made a lot of videos actually, and I got a few edited, few just in the process, few making progress. A couple, one or two unexpected. So, yeah, just
Okay. Can you let us in on a little bit of them? Maybe give us some hints.
Once an unboxing. That I was not expecting, honestly. So that's going to be up tomorrow or Saturday today, because it's Saturday here now. But then I got some speed tests coming, stuff like that. So and something else. I forgot what it was now. This like train already started. It's typical.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Earlier today, somebody was like, I hope your cricket leakers get fired." So yeah, definitely got some people triggered in the comment section.
Yeah,
that was hilarious, dude.
I see that the blue Vivo 11, not the Plus, but the 11 is now 169 at Best Buy.
Wow.
But I hear that there is the good and the 11 Plus is still $300, but the smaller version with a smaller storage and RAM is now 169 at Best Buy and silver. I really want to get my hands on it. Like I said, I've heard some goods and bads, but you're gonna hear that with every phone. I heard landline is going away. Is that true? I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I mean, I think it'd be a huge mistake if landline went away completely. It'd be a huge mistake.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's an ancient technology by now, but still,
But you got to think of this here. I mean, here we are. We want to get rid of all of this stuff that we used back in the day. And what happens if we need it again? They're gonna be like have to restart everything again, start all up. I think it'd be a mistake. We definitely need landlines.
True. Like if the grid ever went down for real, like permanently down, at least for months or years, that'd be like one of the only ways to communicate. I mean, other than I guess you can use handheld radios. I actually have a set of handheld radios. I don't know if any of y'all do, but I know I do, just in case.
I'm having a hard time seeing the comments tonight, y'all. So if you got a question directly to me, maybe hopefully John will see it and he'll tell me, because I'm looking at the comments, but they're kind of far away. So I apologize, but yeah.
Yeah, landline Ethernet is much needed. Yep. They want 5G. What's up, Robert Call? I mean, I have CB radios, but I know how many people that do. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've used CBs, but I'm just I don't get nothing very powerful. you know, I've used CBs before in the past, had antennas and all that kind of stuff, had the whole setup and everything, but haven't used it in a long time.
Oh man, how's the weather by you, dude? Because by me, it's pretty
Man,
good.
man, it's like in the upper 40s, lower 50s right now, man. It's actually feeling like fall now, and supposed to be a really nice day today. Supposed to be completely clear, sunny, highs like in the middle 60s, lows in the 40s. Supposed to be perfect for me. So yeah, I got to get out there in it tomorrow or today, whatever.
Tech for your needs says I have the ability to walkie-talkie on my Apple Watch Series 3 LT. Oh boy, that ain't no real walkie-talkie, boy. Get out of here with that. What's up, Tony Tech? What's going on, man? How are you guys tonight? I am doing good.
Yeah, how's everyone doing? So yeah,
Okay, so a lot of people actually. I was outside, right, with my neighbors. I don't know. You said that you watched some of that replay when I was outside there with my neighbors.
yeah,
They were really taking digs at Metro PCS or Metro by T-Mobile, whatever you want to call it, man.
whatever you want to call it. I
Did
don't
you hear
think.
some of that?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's without prompting. I didn't say nothing, and they were like, "Oh, Metro, it's
It is it,
trash."
it is what it is. I mean, you got to call it for what it is. I mean, I
Because I've always wondered, like, why are these people always outside? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, they're always on their phone. You know, I'm like, why are they not inside of their house talking on their phone? You know what I'm saying? It'd be cold as heck. I figured they were like smoking or something like that, but they weren't even smoking. It's because they want to be on their phone. They can't
mhm.
get a signal without being outside.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody wants to crap on Sprint for not having that great a signal, but and that might be the case in a lot of places. But I got to be honest. I mean, just in my experience, everywhere I've been, Sprint dominates over T-Mobile. I've heard I hear a lot of complaints from a lot of people with T-Mobile because the service is just not there. I mean, if you live in a city or you maybe on the outskirts of a city, you'll be okay. But if you live anywhere out, you're just out of luck with T-Mobile. I guess like I said, I was whenever I took that 3, 4, 5 hour trip that day when I was live streaming on that during that hurricane, I pretty much had consistent service with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. 80% of the time had no service at all, and I even had service on Sprint, Boost Mobile, the majority of the time. But T-Mobile just couldn't hang. And I was in 2 states, and I was all over the place, and T-Mobile just could not hang. I mean, I agree. Sprint is not a very, very covered network, in a lot of places. I know that, and I agree with that. But I think it's just because it's Sprint. Everybody's sitting there praising Metro by T-Mobile and all this stuff or whatever because of what they're doing or what they're saying that they're doing. But honestly, their network is just crap. It really is overall. I mean, they might be good. Like I say, now it is good in some places. I mean, in the city, I get out really good with T-Mobile. But when I go into surrounding areas, T-Mobile is just very, very hit or miss. It's not a network to depend on, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I mean, everybody. I know everybody lives here. It's like, nope, T-Mobile, nope, Metro PCS, nope. So I can only speak to like what I know or whatever, and what I've had. Like if I drive up to New York, it's really hit or miss. What's going on there, Lady Red?
Hey, it is the end of a very, very long day.
Uh oh. What you been doing?
Oh, adventures in cricket. And then I had stuff after, and then dinner, and it's been a long day.
yeah, yeah, I got a comment here. Jason Cooper says that's patiently false. My son goes to school in the country, and my T-Mobile works perfectly. Well, like I say, it might work in a few places, but I would say the majority overall, it ain't gonna work that great. I mean, if you live in an area where you can go in the country and get T-Mobile service, that's awesome. Because there is some states, there is some counties, that they are more covered even in rural areas, but that's very far and few between. So if you get good coverage in the country, thumbs up to you, man.
Yeah, T-Mobile doesn't work good here out in the country. It's just now starting to work in town here, but if you get, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles out of town, you're not going to get. If you get any signal, you're lucky.
I mean, that's where when I'm in my streaming spot, I can get 150 megabits download, great speeds, blazing fast, full service. I can go 1 mile north and drop out of all service in the middle of town. No service for like a 2 mile stretch. Then I'm back into service again. If I drive south about a mile, I'll go from like 100 megabits download to like 30 or 40, then drop down to nothing eventually. About 2.5 miles, I'll drop down to nothing. And 1 bar service, no bars, no service. I mean, even on major highways around here, it goes from full service 1 minute to absolutely no service the next. And it'll stay in no service for a while. So that's just what I'm talking about.
Hey, Lady Red, oh my God, Wow said, I sold 11 phones today. Was your store busy, Lady Red? Everyone got paid today, including us.
We were slow most of the day, and then about 4:30, it just, I mean, I think 7 activations, and Omar got probably 4 between 4:30, and I left at 7, and he was doing, there was an upgrade in progress and a couple of activations going then too. Yeah. And for some reason, people, I don't know, the last few weeks, people are coming in thinking that they can get in and out without spending a penny. Like, no money spent whatsoever. Like, they're going to come in, get a free phone, free service, and they get very upset when you tell them, no, this is how you get a free phone. You have to bring a number in with you. Then you can get one of these phones for free, or you can get this other phone for a discount. And then you pay, yes, an activation fee, and I will set your phone up for you and your first month of service. You know, if I'm going to take time to set somebody's phone up, I'm charging them activation. You know, I'm not in full agreement with the activation fee, but you know, they want me to set their phone up. They can come. Some of these people, it takes forever to transfer their contacts because maybe their Bluetooth feature didn't work very well on their old phone. They didn't have anything backed up to Google. And, you know, they really want me to, you know, some phones you have to transfer one at a time. And that's a pain.
Or they don't know their password.
Oh, I can get around the password thing. That's not an issue. I know how to retrieve a password. But, you know, I'll go into the old phone, pull up their Google account, punch in their email, and retrieve a password in a heartbeat. But some of these, like, I can think of a couple of phones right off the top of my head. The Stylo 3 does it, and the Samsungs, you have to go through, even if you're doing, like with the Bluetooth transfer, if they don't have their stuff backed up, you've got to go through and select each one individually, and they have to have all 600 selfies and completely inappropriate. I never want to see them again and cannot unsee them once they are seen pictures individually.
Hey, CV, do you get paid by Cricket, bro?
Yeah, I've seen that. We're all Cricket don't bite the end that feeds you. Yeah, actually, I don't care two craps about Cricket. I don't care about a lot of carriers, to be honest with you. Cricket don't pay me to do anything. Neither does Verizon. Neither does T-Mobile. Neither does anybody. I just know what's good. I know what works. Does Cricket work where I live at right here? No, it does not. LTE works. AT&T actually removed towers in my immediate area, so no, AT&T or Cricket gets coverage right here in my immediate area. But I do know that the majority of people do get better coverage with Cricket, AT&T, Verizon, and even Sprint compared to T-Mobile. So no, I don't get paid by any company, and even if I did, I'm gonna be straight with you.
I leak out most of Cricket's information, so this guy's definitely not getting paid by Cricket. Actually, I'm like, they have internal. I've seen our internal emails about me saying that they want my head on a stick. So this guy is definitely not getting paid. they're trying to find me actively. So good luck.
There's a lot I can say bad about AT&T or Cricket, but the same with Verizon, the same with Sprint, the same with T-Mobile. I'm not really loyal to any carrier. I just use what carrier works for me. I use my Net Buddy, which is AT&T, which I ain't paying for. And I'm getting LTE right now on it. That's what I'm using right now. Is AT&T. Verizon down here in my area, I get very good voice. Coverage. LTE is not very strong. T-Mobile gets no service where I live. I could have to go like 2 miles to even get a bar of service. And Sprint works for voice, but that's about it. So I just know what I use, and it's just all basically, everybody has different experiences. I mean, this is a big country, and just because I have a bad experience don't mean you will. So, I mean, just take it for what it is.
Yes, and I have this Cricket pen, so I just wanted to add that. So I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me. I might not get another pen. Lord have mercy.
Hey, you ain't gonna catch me biting Cricket's hand. No, I really don't totally agree with the activation fees, but that's what pays the electric bill at my store. And, I do wear a Cricket shirt to work every day, and I do work for Cricket. But honestly, in this area where I'm at, we don't have Metro. T-Mobile works some, but there's nowhere. You have to go way far out of town to get Metro or T-Mobile here just to go get their service. And that's impractical. We're talking like 65 miles minimum is the closest T-Mobile.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so Cricket is the answer. There is no Family Mobile here. Family Mobile does not exist in here. Total Wireless only on single line prepaid.
I want to move to where you're at. I really do.
I'm telling you.
A land where Metro PCS doesn't exist?
I know, right?
It don't really exist anymore much, so yeah.
But yeah, Cricket's the only one that's here that offers like the 4 lines for 100, something that a family of 4 on a regular income with bills and rent and car payments can afford. And because otherwise it's like straight talk Verizon and AT&T. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Total Wireless is Verizon. So I mean, if you got Verizon coverage, you're gonna get it with Straight Talk or Total Wireless, Page Plus, all those MVNOs. You're gonna have coverage. And like I said, what was so funny is, like I said, down here in my area, see, I had Freedom Pop a while back, Freedom Pop with an AT&T SIM card, and that phone would and that service would get out fine. I could call out any day of the week with AT&T, but actual AT&T or Cricket, I can't make any phone calls. It's really, 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 really weird how that happens. But like I say, I mean, AT&T admittedly, took down towers in my immediate area. So therefore, that's why I don't use Cricket or AT&T anymore, because of that reason. So I just use whatever.
I'm actually a straight talk ninja.
Yeah, total here. You can get a total single line going on here, but they don't even sell them at Walmart. You have to go to the Dollar General, and there's only got it's like 2 or 3 phones, and they're like the really terrible phones, right? Because where I lived when I was in Alabama, there was like a little, it was the wireless center in the front of the store, and it was like a multi-carrier store, and you could go in. They had AT&T, Verizon, Virgin, T-Mobile, all of those in there. You pick what you wanted. You could go, either on a contract there. T-Rock ran it. So you had all of that, but they don't have that here. There's nothing like that here. Total, the only place I've seen that has been the dollar store. And like I said, it's only a couple of phones, and it's a single line only. You can't do any kind of group plan with it.
Now, Total Wireless does have single line and family. I'm on a 3 line share where I Total, and my Walmarts and Walmarts around me, they have 7, 8, 9, 10 phones at Walmarts from Total Wireless. Best Buy sells them, not as many as Walmart, and Target sells a couple of the cheapest ones that you can buy. That really ain't worth 2 cents. But yeah.
I just want to make this point real quick. It kind of been grinding my gears for quite some time. You know how Cricket's sponsored by WWE and all that stuff, and they're like say hello to this guy, say hello to this, wrestler, say hello to that wrestler. Like, who cares what these wrestlers supposedly use for service? And damn well, them damn wrestlers are not using that service. You're not gonna see no damn 6'5", hulking big ass wrestler walk into no Cricket Wireless and be like, "Let me get that free porting, bro, because I'm broke right now."
Yeah.
I mean,
they got the
could you
Cricket
imagine?
tramp stamp. They got the tramp stamp.
Now,
Could you imagine trying to like charge a wrestler that's like 300 pounds an activation fee? Fucking
I
slime
would
me up.
totally do it. I'd be like, I would totally do it. I would totally slap him with some activation, full price on accessories. Be like, dude,
you can afford it, bro. You can afford it. But
I hate
mean,
those ads, man.
I
I
mean,
just
the thing about it is these companies are too worried about sponsors. They're too worried about this and that. And that's like what I'm saying. I've been saying about T-Mobile for a long time. T-Mobile, I really wish T-Mobile got service here, because I'm gonna tell you, I would drop Total Wireless in a minute if I had service with with Better SIM or T-Mobile, because for what I'm paying for unlimited, it's the best deal ever. It really is. $38 a month, and I'm getting unlimited everything plus unlimited 3G hotspot, and it works fantastic. So I really wish that T-Mobile really would, expand their coverage. But I believe that their biggest thing is they're wanting to just, give all this away. They want to give you free this, free that, and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, they might be adding coverage in certain areas, but I mean, I know in my state they are really dropping the ball.
Okay, guys, tell me, do you guys really think these guys are using these phones, these wrestlers? Do you think, or are they just getting like? Do you think if you go in their pocket, they're gonna have Cricket Wireless? Say yes or no in the chat for me, real quick. That's all I want to know.
My opinion, you really never know. I mean, they could go out and buy an iPhone 10 from Cricket, pay $1,000 for it, and pay what we all pay. You don't know. I mean, um, I mean, Cricket is AT&T. They are on the road a lot. So, I mean, AT&T and Verizon is the best really for a lot of highway travel and a lot of really anywhere you go.
You got a point. You got a point. But
And
like,
honestly, I mean, just because they're making a lot of money, even if I'm making a lot of money, and if I could get if I could get a carrier that's going to be cheaper, it's going to be in the same network. You can buy a phone. They can buy $1,000 iPhone. It's no problem for them. Why wouldn't you use something cheaper? I know I would. I'm like, dang, why pay $100 a month or more when I can just have them here and have the same thing for cheaper? You don't know.
True. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, why doesn't Cricket like just bring more specials and deals and all this stuff instead of getting these high end actors and wrestlers and all that stuff? You know how much money they're probably spending on these commercials instead of like, what I'm saying, bringing some really good killer deals. Like, give us $50 less on the LG Stylo 4. You can keep Sheamus. You can keep all those other guys. I don't even know their names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kenneth Marlin, I have suggested T-Mobile add more towers over and over. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to T-Mobile continually about improving signal. They're always telling me they're working on it. And then somebody will tell me there's no plans. Then somebody else say they're working on it. And I'm like, well, what is it? You working on it or there's no plans? So I've been talking to T-Mobile for a couple of years, and they ain't gonna do squat. They ain't gonna do nothing. So
honestly, I'm hearing the last few weeks. I mean, because I told you about my DM, said, he showed me his signal, his speeds and all. And since then, I've had a couple of people come tell me there's been T-Mobile trucks in town, like their maintenance trucks. So I'm wondering, what is really going on if they are starting to expand coverage. Because I am 65 miles from the nearest like a major city, like a hub city, and then 120 miles from Nashville and from Memphis. And that's where, their major coverage areas are right now, but they're expanding into the smaller areas. This is a small town, like 50,000 in the whole county, maybe. And now we're starting to hear, hey, there's T-Mobile trucks over, and it's the roads like where I'm told that they've been. I know there's towers on them roads. I know there's like
I've never seen I've never seen a T-Mobile truck or nothing of that sort. And yeah, I seen a comment here. Yeah, I mean these bigger YouTubers, they buy a lot of phones. They get a lot of phones. So like you said, I think iJustine has AT&T. Well, a lot of these YouTubers gonna have T-Mobile or AT&T because they're buying these phones unlocked. You can't have a CDMA network like Verizon or Sprint, to where you're changing phones a lot. You got to have something that's going to be GSM compatible for just easy swapping. But yeah, Freight Miranda, I know you don't like Sprint. You apparently don't like Sprint. That's what I mentioned earlier. It all depends on where you're at. It just all depends on where you're at. So I mean, we all know that nobody likes Sprint. I think a lot of it has to do with what everybody is saying about Sprint. So we can kind of move on from there. But I prefer GSM over personally, because I mean, like I say, I wish AT&T or T-Mobile would work in my area, because that's what I would use. But hey, it's what it is.
Lady Red, you work for authorized retailer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Oh My Golly Wow is not trying to get her fired. Oh My Golly Wow is definitely a good friend of the channel.
Yes, he is.
So, but yeah, no, there was a troll. There was a troll in my last. I wouldn't even call him a troll. Like, he literally was like, "Yo, I want to find your Cricket leakers." So I want to go on record and saying that Lady Red definitely doesn't tell me any information. I know more information than she does half the time. I tell her the shit that's going on.
John tells me stuff. John tells me stuff.
And I get the inside information before she does. My leaker is higher than
My boss asked me he'll be like, do you think you could find out? And it'll be something, if there's going to be, and he'll, it'll be whatever. Or he'll ask me, have you heard anything about, and he'll be wanting me to find out stuff because I can find out before even he knows.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's not leaking information whenever the information is already out, and whenever the new phone deals is already out. Yeah. How is it leaking information whenever it's already public? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the price change didn't go into effect until today. I changed the tags myself today. Yeah, that was a little bit of a leak, but yeah.
Hey, what's up, Tech Right? What's going on, man?
Tech Right.
It's like Tech Right. That's gonna be the new one.
I was asking because I hear corporate Cricket waives activation fees left and right. I don't know.
Corporate cannot waive activation fees whatsoever. Authorized retailers can. I have recently, and I think this has been like a whole big thing through, at least through the authorized retailers, where maybe we haven't been charging enough, because I certainly got reamed for not charging enough activation fees last month. So I'm hitting everybody with some kind of activation fee. I may not hit them with the full 25, especially not for an upgrade, and definitely not for a SIM. But a lot of people I'm not, like, we're really, they push Cricket Protect and Auto Pay on us. So we have to push that to our customers. And right now I'm number one out of all 13 stores for both. And it's because, and I have permission to do this. I'll knock some of the activation fee off if they go on auto pay, and some more off if they go ahead and get the Cricket Protect. And I've told people today, I said, you can cancel as soon as you leave the store for all I care. But you want to get it now?
Matt Lockhart says, I've heard many people tell me that Sprint coverage has gotten worse and it used to be decent for them. Yeah, that's what a lot of carriers, and with me, Sprint has actually gotten better in my area for voice. So I mean, it just depends on where you're at.
Hey guys, you already know. You already know. Who knows what this is? Good old sweet tea.
Who knows what this is?
And I got the Meliota right here, so we're all covered tonight.
Diet Coke, watered down, but Diet Coke.
Oh my! diet is bad enough, but watered down diet, oh my goodness, that's just unbearable.
We
That's
went to
just
dinner like at 8:30 and left the restaurant maybe 9:30, and I've had it that long.
oh yeah, Matt Lockhart, yeah, data. I get the same data as I've always gotten, but the upload speeds have gotten worse. So yeah, I will agree there that download speeds is good. I get really good download speeds out and about. Upload, however, is not enough to stream on, which is really disappointed. Yeah, watered down diet is yeah. I mean, diet's bad enough. I can't drink a diet drink. I'm
Shit,
sorry.
you know I'm really broke when I'm drinking sweet tea. I ain't got enough money for Pepsi tonight. So
Hey,
super
sweet tea is
chats,
good, man.
super chats are wide open, guys.
Yes, and
Super chat for Pepsi and Mellow Yellow.
yes, I'll drop my link in here a few times on PayPal if y'all want to help out me as well, because I mean shoot, we all need it right now. We're just struggling YouTubers trying to get by. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm about to sell off the merchandise right here. Cricket. Here you go. We got a cricket beer opener. Oh
All right, y'all. Have y'all ever uploaded in 4K?
Yeah.
no.
What the? I started my upload at 5 o'clock. I left my phone at the store because by 7 o'clock it still had it was on 70%, so it still needed to go a little bit more. And I had a good charge on the battery, and it's still showing processing. It's been like 6 hours.
It might be. It may have failed. It may have failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Change the title up a little bit. Sometimes that will work.
Okay, I'm using because I've got a slideshow in there because it's that camera test, and I put in a few seconds of music, but I got the music straight from Power Director. I mean, it's non-copyright. Would that be holding it up?
Nah, it's probably something to do with the title or the tags or description. Just change it up a little bit. If that don't work,
yeah, because it's stuck at processing right now.
We all know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all know the best drink right here. I mean, the camouflage mellow yellow. I mean, can it get any better? I mean, real tree camouflage mellow. Come on now. But anyway,
that's not real camo because that yellow stands out and you can see it.
Yeah. Okay. It's yeah.
So my son's sippy cup is camouflaged, right? It's a little camouflage sippy cup. And then my wife gets mad at me for not being able to find a cup. I'm like, well, you bought a camouflage damn cup.
But yeah, about 4K. I have uploaded in 4K a couple of videos. I've not had a problem with it or an issue from it. I think I've done an iPhone SE in 4K, but the file size is so big that I'm just like, screw this. You know, who really cares about? I mean, who really cares? I don't really care about 4K. I mean,
yeah, mine's just stuck in processing. That's how it's just stuck.
Yeah, I record in 1080p 60 frames all the time. I never use 4K. I see it useless. So
I did because, like I said, it was that camera test, and my camera does 4K, and I did 4 minutes in 4K, and my phone got so hot. I mean, it was hot. I had to just turn it off and just kind of walk around, let it cool off, and then film, shoot the next section of it. It turned out I was looking at it today before I started putting it together, and it looks so good. Oh, yeah. It looks so good.
I mean,
I can't wait to get it up.
I mean, honestly, 4K.
I can't wait to get it up either. Sometimes. Hey guys, if your thumb is up in your pants, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a 4K TV, but 4K on a cell phone, I care less about.
I'm having to hold my phone. I've got the phone in the lamp again. It's on the charger, and it won't stay in place. That's the whole problem here.
No, but seriously, guys, though, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like, man, we got almost 60 people watching. We got 14 likes. Don't be lazy.
This is the best time to go live on the weekends. I mean, honestly, if you go live early on the weekend, And they're gonna join in. You gotta start this stuff late on the weekend, man. If you want to get any views.
4K is dumb on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, okay, on an iPhone SE and if I do a video in 720, it's like 60 megabytes per minute file size. If I do a video in 4K, it's like 270 to 300 megabytes per minute. So if you do a 10-minute video on an iPhone on 4K, that's over 3 gigs. And a 10-minute video in 720 is going to be, like 600 megabytes. Big difference. And once you use iMovie or whatever you use for I'm talking iPhone now. I mean, now 1080p, 60 frames per second, that uses about 170, 190. But once you compress it, it lowers it down a lot. But it's still good quality. So, that's my recommended.
M. Keller says my Pro is tapping like my stylus. Whoa. So it was your thumb in your pants. Now it's your Tootsie Roll. Hey. RJA says, gives me $1. Thank you for the $1 donation. Hope it helps just a little, MTR. Yes, it will. Certainly will.
Oh, yes. Every little bit helps. And us being part of a stream, super chats are always welcome for Magic. I dropped in my PayPal link every once in a while. That helps out as well. And it's really greatly appreciated. And, Lady Red as well. So, yeah, you ought to pop in your PayPal link at times.
I have no way to put it in there right now because I'm still like on Hangouts and I'm not going to the steps. I'm just like, not.
That's why I use a secondary phone to read comments.
I don't have a connection. I don't have Wi-Fi.
You can. I think you can actually. Can't you split screen and watch the chat on the?
I don't know if I can see y'all.
Right.
I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, just.
Whoop! Nope. Shit.
I
went the wrong way with it. Hold on. Let me.
Thank you, Go and Get Her. That's the essential phone, and I use that phone all the time. That is my like I say, I got about 4 or 5 phones that are my favorite of all phones. Basically because they do everything that I want them to do. I use, like I say, okay, everybody says, "Oh, you're biased to Android, you're biased to Apple." I'm not biased to either. Well, that's kind of a lie. I am more Android than I am iPhone, but I will use iPhone. I will use it a lot. I mean, most of the time, my better SIM card, T-Mobile, is in an iPhone. Occasionally, it is in an Android phone. Most of the time, it's in an iPhone. And I mean, using it right now, iPhone SE gang right here. I mean, everybody always compliments whenever I'm live streaming from the iPhone SE because they're like, you look 60 frames per second. You look super smooth. Everything looks so good. And I'm on NetBuddy right now. I'm pulling like 20 megabits down, about 7 megabits up. And, everybody's like, man, your quality is so good. Just the iPhone SE, that 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera can dominate the majority of phones today. Still, not the majority, but I mean, it can, hang.
Okay. I sent you the link on Messenger, Lady Red, so you can just.
That's it, right there. Thank you so much, Sandra Renton, because I've got it split screened and I'm hearing 2 of y'all, and it's very overwhelming right now.
Oh well, if you split screen and just mute the mute the YouTube app. No, too much.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, because there's like. I haven't. There's not a way.
Okay, I got you.
So, Lady Red, you don't have hotspot on your Cricket plan?
No.
I didn't know if you had it or not. I mean, I figure working there, they might give it to you.
It's a pain to switch it because she's on the employee account.
Gotcha. Well, I figure working at Cricket, they might give you some more benefits compared to if you didn't.
I get I mean, I get like half price service. That's what I get, and I pay full price for my Deezer. And if I was to get hotspot, that would be full price too. So yeah, I don't.
The iPhone 10R is the SE2. Nah. They completely change it. I don't see that at all as an iPhone SE2. I see that as just another regurgitation of the iPhone 10 and all those. Just the same thing, just cheaper model. A real SC2 would have kept the same form factor that it's got now, just a bit bigger, better battery, better cameras, better processor, but keeping the same it's got right now. That'd have been awesome. I would have loved to have seen that come out, but hey, it's what it is. So.
RJA says cricket is cheap. Yes, it's what is it? $3 for a decade of service.
Yeah, that's right. $2.99 a decade.
That would be crazy. Everybody be on cricket if it was that price.
Right. I wonder how many people like actually left cricket because of that Saturday Night Live, or how that actually affected customers.
Who didn't?
I don't see. I don't see, because I mean, you like what you like. If you get good service and you're paying a decent amount, which you're comfortable with, and I don't see where something like that's gonna be taken very seriously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I haven't seen many people actually comment. I thought I would be like more people commenting. So I guess that goes to show you how many people actually watch that Saturday Night Live stuff.
Yeah, that SNL stuff, I take that with about that much. It's all just a bunch of crap. So I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the iPhone SE is faster than a 6S for some reason. I don't know why, but it is faster than a 6S. I've seen comparisons and speed tests on a lot of content creators, and the SC is faster for some reason. I mean, I'll keep the iPhone SE until it's just no more. I got 3 iPhone SEs. I actually have one sold. I still have it, but I actually got one sold right now, which is a good thing because I needed money. Um, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the SC.
Oh my golly, wow says I have a candy bucket for my customers in the store. I guess cricket really does include free candy. You know, I was thinking about something, and I was listening to some people or somebody. These the news nowadays. News network, especially like the big ones on cable TV or whatever. A lot of people, they don't sit around and watch news on the TV anymore. A lot of people, they just go on the internet, go on YouTube to get their news. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how these companies are going to keep how are they going to keep relevant going on in the future? CNN, Fox, all these other stations or whatever. How are they going to stay relevant when people are not hovered around the TV anymore?
A lot of people are leaving TV channels behind and going to a streaming service of some sort. I mean, they're obviously the most popular, Netflix and Hulu, and then, I mean, there are others. I see Tubi TV and like Yes Now TV and different ones. There are streaming services because you can pick and choose what you want to watch. You can watch it when you want to watch it, and a lot of people are just tired of the news.
Well, I got a couple comments here I want to share, and then I got some I want to share as well. Kenneth Marlin, the J7 Refine is gone. Sorry, dude, but the person that was wanting to get it, they got it, and I don't have it anymore. So sorry about that, dude, but they took it. So yeah, that phone is no longer in my possession. Another thing is that whenever my power went out yesterday from this tropical storm, and we had no TV, you know. So if you haven't invested in a Shock TV actually gave me access to be able to watch my local news channels for weather updates, all that kind of cool stuff. And you don't need no Wi-Fi connection. You don't need no internet. All you need is a phone with enough juice in it. You plug it in to your micro USB or USB Type C. It's not for Apple. There is no lightning port for that. But if you got an Android phone, you go to Best Buy, buy the Shock TV. comes with everything that you need. And if your power goes out and you have no Wi-Fi, your LTE is bad, and you need to keep up on your local weather channels, buy Shock TV. It came in handy yesterday for me because I used it to watch weather reports and latest warnings and watches and stuff like that. I know that we all get alerts on our phone, in our location, when it comes to weather alerts, stuff like that. But sometimes it's good to see it visually. So Shock TV is like what, $70. So again, big shout out to Shock for sending that product out for unboxing and review to me and John alike. That thing is really awesome to have because I mean, and that thing has some pretty freaking long range. I mean, I was pulling channels 35, 40 miles away, and the antenna is only supposed to reach 15, 20 miles, and I'm out here in the sticks, and I was pulling like 15 channels yesterday. Even in the hurricane, even in that tropical storm with all that wind, and it wasn't the clearest in the world because the winds, and that's a big factor when it comes to an antenna for digital TV. But yeah, Shock TV is a very good thing because all you really need is a good enough, battery in your, full charge. Well, not full charge, but as long as you've got enough power, you might plug it into your, micro USB or USB Type C because it comes with a USB Type C connector, micro USB to USB Type C, and it searches for your channels, and boom, bam, boom, there you go. You got your local live channels plus some. So, yeah, I had to promote that because I mean I'm telling you, Shock TV is awesome. If you ain't got one yet, definitely look into it.
Okay. Oh, for those of you wondering, if Nightbot's getting you, you're probably saying sucks or Facebook. You're saying one of the trigger words. So sorry about that.
Stupid seems to be a trigger word.
Yes, I think stupid sucks and a few other words I have in there. I just have it in there just in case. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
sorry about that, guys.
So honestly, if you get knocked out by a Nightbot, it's only what, like 5 seconds or whatever.
5 seconds.
So it's not a big deal. Just kind of change your wording around a little bit, because I mean it's funny because suck don't seem to block you, but sucks with an S on it seems to knock you out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I say, you make a like my latest video about Verizon, and not being I mean, I've got some comments in my comment section, giving their ideas and stuff like that, whatever. And some say, that Verizon is really good for disaster situations, but I know at my location it was not good. It failed, so everywhere is different. And people wants to bring up, they had coverage in 2004 with Verizon, and that's been, that's been 14 years ago. A lot can happen in 14 years. You might have had good Verizon service 14 years ago, but in 2018, from what I've seen and from what I based on, and the whole deal with the first responders out in California and wildfires with Verizon, that right there pretty much put a sour taste in people's mouths. Well, if there's a disaster, Verizon, can you count on them? And so that's what I wasn't mad or pissed off in the video. I was just giving my experience and giving warning out there that if you have Verizon, you may want to look into a secondary carrier just for backup. Because I mean Verizon might fail you. Verizon claims to be the most reliable network, but from what I've been seeing recently with a lot of these emergency situations, Verizon has failed. And y'all all know that. We've seen it. We've heard it on the news and media and all this kind of stuff. Verizon's failed.
I think the media, man, they're getting pretty desperate, dude. It's like they don't cover anything that's actually news.
I know.
All they're doing is just like throwing out this, I don't want to get political with this, guys. I'm just making an observation. But they're just throwing like day after day after day. They're like on, sucking on somebody's teeth, about just like dumb stuff, dude, that shouldn't even matter. Like,
yeah, and I really believe that social media and the actual media is what's destroying this country, is destroying that's my opinion. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to. I really don't care. We all got our own opinions. You know what they say about opinions, right? So, I mean, my opinion is that social media and media alone is what's really hurting and ruining the society we live in today.
Well,
Y'all agree?
media like news is probably going to be going away pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're not. You know, they're not going. It's not a sustainable business anymore. I don't think, or not for the future. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm just interested. Like, you know, I'm generally interested. I don't care about the politics they're trying to push and all that. I just want to know, like, what are we going to be seeing in the future? You know what I'm saying? Or what model are they going to be following? Are they going to go on website? Are they going to go internet only? You know, how are they going to pay these big TV personalities? You know what I'm saying? They're saving money.
Yeah, and like everybody's saying, you know, fake news. This is fake news. That's fake news. We all know that CNN is full of fake news. You know, they're saying that Fox News is fake. I'm sorry, but every big news media outlet, most of it is fake news. I mean, you know, we're like, oh my goodness, wow, you know.
They make the news half the time. Come on now.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't believe any of it. I don't believe three-fourths what they're saying. I don't care what. I mean, I used to watch Fox News a lot, but they really went downhill a lot. CNN, they just, oh my goodness, they're just trash. And other media outlets as well. You know, I mean, so. But anyway,
There you go. Political rants and stuff over. I just wanted to point that out, but.
well, that's not really political. It's just, you know, being just the truth. You know.
Yeah.
It ain't got to even be political. It can be about anything. You know, they can just make something out of nothing, depending on no matter what it is. You know, you're like,
True. Hmm. Oh, what was I going to say here? So let's see here. So what do we think about, like, man? So of course Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint. Do you think there'll ever be a fifth carrier coming out, or is that just like a no? Nah, I don't
there
know.
already is. There already is.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a few national ones. What is it called?
Well, U.S.
What is it?
Sailor, U.S. Sailor still around.
What are they, like, in Carolina and that's
Nah,
about it?
Yeah.
nah. U.S. Sailor has coverage in a lot of places. There's just a very few select markets that's got U.S. Sailor, but they still are the number fifth carrier. You know, so they are still
Really?
around. Yeah.
C Spire still has coverage down on the Gulf Coast. C Spire is big down there. Then there's, you know, regional carriers pretty much everywhere you go, and the one here's so awful.
Hold on. I got to read RJA's comment. CNN complained because Trump got a second scoop of ice cream. That is so funny.
Or Kanye West has his pin code set to 0000 on his iPhone.
Yeah.
How is that news?
Yeah, and how long is it going to be for these news articles bring up that Trump back in 1970 used Russian dressing, and they're going to make a big deal out of that? Well, he used Russian dressing 30, 40 years ago. That's a big scandal. Oh my goodness, you know.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny, man. I mean, you didn't hear about this crap 15, 20 years ago, but it's a joke now. It's a joke.
It's like they're making the news, dude. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're just making this crap up, whatever, and they're dividing. They're dividing. They're making, and you know what, people. And I'm sorry if this offends anyone. I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you're sitting there falling for everything that these media outlets are saying, you need to get your head out of the sand. I'm sorry, but you know your head's in the sand, and you're going to believe
it's like reality.
everything.
It's like reality TV. That's what they're trying to be now.
Yeah, and everybody is falling for everything that these outlets are saying. It's like, wake up. Oh, my goodness.
All right, fellas, it's late here, and I've got work tomorrow, so I gotta be. It is here, and it is when I've been up since 7:30 this morning.
Well, then I would say that you probably are pretty tired.
Yeah. And get down from there.
You're right, Keith Johnson. I agree with you 100%.
Get down. Hold on. You mute me if you need to. I'm trying to save my cat has found a new somewhere new to destroy things. And I'm trying. He's looking at himself in the mirror right now, wondering what he can destroy.
Jose Perez says, I believe that social media sites will be gone in the next 2 to 5 years, and it should be. My opinion, it should be.
Social media has the opportunity to be something really great, but it's being just completely, ridiculous now. And everything, you get dirt on people. There's this big thing, topics. And with topics, I guess it's like the local gossip thing where you can find out who's doing who and whose baby daddy did this. And it's like everybody's always talking about topics. And it sounds like just an internet forum to go and blast somebody and just really humiliate someone.
Right. Like, I hate how these girls, they just throw themselves out there and they say hot or not or smash or pass. How demeaning is that to themselves?
That is, yeah.
That's horrible. And they're like 13, 14. Would you pass me or would you smash me? Like, literally 13-year-old girls throw their pictures up there, or they put 6 pictures of girls up there and like, oh, well, 3 got to go. Which ones? You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Couple comments here. RJA says Twitter bans you for offending someone. Honestly, what can you say anymore that don't offend somebody? Everything that you say is going to offend somebody. That's just the way it is. And yeah, JJ King says social media is just a bigger platform for adults and teen kids to bully each other more is crap. Yeah, that's all it is. And honestly, back in my day, back in the 90s, whenever there was no social media, whenever your form of social media was sending letters, and to all of y'all in here that was born in the late 90s and early 2000s, writing letters and sending out letters was actually a thing. Where you sit down with paper and a pen and you actually wrote out a letter to somebody and you gave it to them. That was your social media. You know what I'm saying?
CB, I gotta go too, bro. Little John's kind of stirring around, so I gotta go.
Already? Man.
Yeah, I told you we ain't gonna be up here for long, bro.
Well, then I'm gonna go live. If y'all want to see me go live for a few minutes, let me know in the comment section right now. Before we get off of here, I'm gonna throw in my PayPal link there once again at the end of this stream. If y'all want me to go live for a few minutes, I will go live for a few minutes because I haven't been live like 6 days. So if y'all want to see it, hit a 1. Now, Lady Red is going to bed.
Yeah, I'll watch it, bro. It's just I can't be loud. So, like I said, I just want to be up here a bit.
I've got to get some sleep. It has been Fridays are very, very busy for me.
Very busy. What was your most sold phone today?
E5 Cruise every day, all day, every day.
Because it's port in free.
Yep, and it has a front flash.
Even the over the Blade X.
We don't have it in the store. Get down from there.
Well,
we don't have it in the store.
Well, I be doggone.
Our distributor we can't get it. I don't know what's going on with that. We haven't been able to get it for months, probably 6 months now. I got one of the last ones was mine, and after that, like since the end of May, no, get down. But like since the end of May. We haven't hardly been able to get any of them, and this cat is laughing at me. And he's in my makeup. But we can't get any of them. The X-Charge, we've sold one of those today. The rest of them is even the people that are getting new lines. I did like a 5-line activation. They were all new lines, and they got one each of them, 05 Cruise and the LG Fortune 2, and then 3 SIM cards, and the rest of them were E5 Cruise for me.
Yeah, I got my Boost Mobile Live. Had it for a while. I may actually add like $3 to it to get it active again. And I'm gonna call Cricket today. A few Cricket places and say, "Do you have the Blade X?" for free and a porting. If they say yes, I may end up porting my number from Boost Mobile over to Cricket just to have an AT&T type SIM card active. You know, because I've always wanted the Blade X. Always wanted it. When it first came out, I wanted it.
Yeah.
And now that it's free and a port in, the only thing that's putting the bad taste in my mouth is activation fee. I can go in there, pay $30 for a plan, be out the door, but with activation, maybe I can kind of sweet talk them and charm them into saying, "Hey, can you give me, a little bit of a break? If I buy a case or something like that, can you, help me out a little bit?" Doubt it'll work because it never worked before, but hey, anything's possible. And honestly, which I can't say it's the end of the month, so most of the time they will charge you. Well, it's $20. I don't know.
No, the end of the month is the best time to go because they've already, the ones that can, the authorized retailers that can waive activation fees, have already gotten enough activation fees. They can start waiving a few more of them. If you go in, like, say, around the 20th, when it's dead, in the middle of the week, like on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, and, be pitiful. I mean, just like really tell them, lay it on thick and tell them, dicker with them over the activation fee. Make them want that activation and don't tell them you're getting the $30 plan until you've already agreed to, or you can really, because it's a great phone and it's an awesome phone. I loved mine. I did. Very few problems with those phones. Very few of them come back, and the ones that do, the people just want a different phone.
I may lay a guilt trip on them or something. Say, I've only got this amount of money. I need a plan? Would you please help me out?
Yeah, you don't have another phone. You broke your phone, and lay it on. Lay it on
thick, y'all.
And tell them that you'll set the phone up yourself.
That's what I do. Whenever I go into a store, Metro, Boost, I'm like, do not open the phone. Do not break the seal. Activate it. I'll do it all myself. I'm like, I'm a tech tuber. I've been doing this for years. I don't need you to set nothing up for me. So
yeah,
that was my Idol 4 was the same way. I'm like, don't open it. Don't break the seal. I'm like, I do unboxings on my YouTube channel for this guy. I don't want the seal broken.
Don't tell them that at Cricket, or they will stick you with that activation fee because they think you're getting paid like a lot of money. Okay, people think I get paid so much money. I'm like, no, YouTube isn't paying me yet. I have to work more for that. I'm working towards that, but I'm not there now. Okay, Cricket pays me right now.
Hey guys, don't forget CB Tech laid on thick, baby. 2018.
Yeah, I'll lay it on. I'll lay it on. I'll lay it on. Yeah, I'll lay it on thick and put the charm on and kind of use my little soft voice.
You gotta go in. You gotta be smelling good and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, I use my deep voice. Hey y'all.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm needing this poured in. I'm just a poor boy. Actually, I am poor. I ain't got no money. I got very little money, but I'm like, hey, just can you hook me up just one time? Come on now. Nobody's got to know about this. Come on now.
Come on. What can you do? Tell me what you do for me, baby.
like who loves you, baby? Come on now.
See, they'll come in, they'll lay it on thick for me over a case. Like, can you? And I'll be like, I'll take $5 off. Of course, we overprice the cases for the point of taking $5 off. Let them think that they're really getting one. Oh, yeah, that's what you love me, baby. I'm like, yeah.
But
I've got a couple of them that I've got priced up to $10 higher because I want $20 on a case. Period. $20. I've got some of them priced at $30. That way I can be like, I'll knock $10 off for you.
Yeah.
That's dirty, ain't it?
Hey, if it works, shoot, go for it.
It works.
Use it. That's what I mean. I'm not a good looking guy, but hey, I can go in there and kind of try to sweet talk him a little bit and be like, hey, help a guy out,
Now you can be. I mean, like you should like be like a display can be so ugly if you smell good and you speak well. That's all it takes.
Yeah, and use that really deep voice, very
Yes, it.
soft, deep
Yes,
voice.
yes.
Hey there, how you doing today? Hope you've had a
Eye
great day.
contact. You got to make eye contact.
Yeah, take the glasses off.
Yeah, I need that.
Have
Act.
these,
You
have
know,
these,
yeah.
yeah, have these big brown eyes showing. You know. Which actually, the cricket store that I worked with last time, they actually recognized me. They're like, "Don't you make YouTube videos?" I'm like, "I sure enough do." But they didn't ask for my name, so I'm like, "I've seen you on YouTube," and I'm like, "Yeah, you probably have." And and they're like, but they never asked for my name, which was a good thing because I mean, I don't want them giving, So yeah, maybe they won't recognize me again. I'm gonna go in there. So
If they do, tell them your first name is CV and your last name is Tech.
Death Road Daniel says, I really want to know why you use so many YouTubers on and rode their backs, then tossed them aside. Who did I use that? Who, pray tell, ever have I used on here on their coattails and then tossed them aside? Who? I explain that to me, please.
I don't understand the question. Can you what do you?
It says Death right here says, I really want to know why you use so many YouTubers and rode on their backs, then tossed them aside. Who is this? I've never had anybody that's bigger than me shout me out ever.
Mm-hmm.
I've had smaller people on my channel.
Yeah, I mean, just because us three are here talking with each other, what's the big deal,
Oh, I know one.
This is like our social life.
Hold on, I know one. Prime General Assassin. That dude's got 100 subscribers, and he's made 5 videos in the past year. So I'm riding his coat. I'm riding his back, dude. No.
Yeah.
Okay, come at me with somebody bigger than that.
Hey, Michael Banks made a whole video about me.
Mm-hmm. Now, who?
Michael Banks. Remember that?
Yeah. Now, if I can talk to a bigger YouTuber and they shout me out and I get subscribers, I'm all for it.
Nighthawk has 500 subscribers. So I zoomed past his ass a long time ago, and I kept telling him to make videos, and he stopped making videos.
Yeah. The thing is, people think they can start a YouTube channel, make one video a week, one every 2 weeks, and expect to grow. It ain't going to happen. Whenever you first start YouTube, you got to plug it. You got to grind hard. I mean, like Mill Hustles, he has over 1,000 subscribers. He didn't get that by making a video every 2 weeks. He is putting out content continually. That's what you got to do, and he's really good at what he does. Know, I mean, the way he presents everything out there, you don't get subscribers by making a video every 2 or 3 weeks. And
no, you gotta jump on that. Like, he scooped me today. I totally saw that this morning. I need to jump on this on that Huawei thing, and I mean, as soon as I saw it, I had like 4 people come in the store all at one time with to fix my phone issue. An hour later, Mill Hustles had the video up. And I was like, no. Because it wouldn't have took me 10 minutes to have it screen share, record, and upload. And it would have been up.
Maybe I should do more screen share or screen recording on news and stuff like that. Maybe I need to do some more stuff like that. That would be a lot simpler way to do things, I'm
thinking about like in the early morning because I get up, 7:30 every morning, and I've got like an hour. I basically, fuck off and thinking about doing like just whatever is like just really jumps at me in the mornings and doing as the daily news.
Yeah, because I mean, there are certain topics that does pop out at you, and they do jump out at you, and you want to share it. And honestly, none of us are using anybody to get ahead. I mean, like I say, you know, if you do get in with a much bigger,
John
like a me,
totally helps me out.
I
John
mean,
totally helps me out. But hey, John's my buddy.
And there is nothing in the world wrong with that. Nothing.
Yep.
And if you get in with a bigger YouTuber and they shout you out and you gain 20,000 subs overnight, then, you know, so be it. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never, you know, like this comment here. You know, I've seen you in the old, you know, check people like crap and toss them aside when you didn't agree with them. We never agree on everything. We're always, I mean, you know, we will agree on some things, disagree on other things, you know. But if you're real, if you're real friends and you're a real community, tight knit, just because we have a disagreement, don't mean that we're going to sit there and like trash each other. I mean, that ain't the way it works.
Yep, and this is a business for me, and this is, you know, feeding my family, feeding little John, and you know what I'm saying. So if somebody stops creating content, that's not my problem, man. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to keep going. Like, even if Stevie Tech says, hey, man, I'm done. Okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to him. But, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I can't. What can I do? I can't physically turn on Stevie Tech's camera and be like, yo, bro, you need to make videos. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the thing about it is, I'm supportive of all the YouTubers that I associate with. If they're talking about, I want to give up, I try my best to keep them going. I try my best to, encourage them. But if they got it in their mind that they're done, they're done.
And I tell them, hey, see, I tell them sometimes YouTube's not for everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, and just because somebody wants to quit does not mean I'm like, okay, well, screw you. Bye, be gone. You know what I'm saying? Nah, come on now. I mean, if you're real friends and you are really in a tight knit thing or whatever, and you're gonna be supportive of that person no matter what they decide to do. That's how I am. That's how I look at things. I will do my best to encourage them, but like I said, if they got it in their mind, I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, you're done with YouTube. You're not in our circle anymore. Goodbye. Nah.
And the one reason that I was on this guy with the PGA or whatever, Prime General Assassin, this guy was always into, he was emo, then he was, into this death stuff, and then he was suicidal tendencies, and it was just too much for me, man. It was like literally, I try to help, I try to be a friend, but if you are just always down, always this, always that, I'm a upbeat and, positive person. I can't have that in my life, man. I can only try so much, and then after a while, you just gotta let people go and just let them do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and be, going down this dark path with you. He wanted to be associated with what's those hacker group? What are they called? The ones that wear that mask. I forget what they're called.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Yeah, he wanted to be anonymous. He wanted to be a hacker and all this. I'm like, bro, if you're going to go down that path, man, I'm saying, sorry, bro, I can't associate with you. So,
yeah.
And that's it. I let him go.
There are circumstances like that, and there's times that you got to do that.
I'm not going to be caught with you doing all this craziness, bro. It's just like, if you want to do all that stuff, I don't want to be the last person that you text, you know what I'm saying, when you do some crazy shit, or you go, do something, somewhere that, you know what I'm saying, and, no. Not me.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like if I sit there and I talk crap about Magic Tech behind his back, and he found out about it. Would I expect him to? I would expect him to approach me and say, "Hey, dude, what the crap?" But I wouldn't expect him to associate with me if I was behind his back talking crap. Which I mean, I'm the kind of person that if I got something to say to you, I'm gonna come to your face. Or I want to talk, or if I can't meet you face to face, I want to tell you over social media or whatever. Hey, I got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and look, this guy's even saying, look at the reading the comments now. No, he's saying that he's having a hard time and all this stuff, bro. It came to the point that this dude was literally about to probably, go to his school and do some stuff. And I was just like, dude, I can't associate with you no more, dude. I don't know,
you don't be part of that life.
I don't want to be part of that, dude. I don't. I just
don't?
stopped talking to him, man. So
you don't want to be associated with stuff like that, because I mean,
I'm not a professional counselor, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
I am. I'm not a professional counselor, but I mean, I can't tell you the story. I can give you story after story after story of people that I have counseled. I don't have a license, and I'm like, listen, I have no license, but I am a great listener, and I have helped a lot of people out personally, by experiences I've had that they've had, and I've really helped a lot of people out. But there's people that you can't. You just can't do it. I mean,
you can't help everybody. You can't help the ones
can't.
that don't want help.
Exactly. They got to admit they won't help. And, whenever they come to you saying, I need help, I'm going through these kind of depression. I mean, I'm a depressed person. I suffer depression, anxiety, all kinds of stuff. You don't see it on camera very much, but, when the cameras are off, things change a little bit. For me, it does. But but I got friends. I got y'all. I got y'all who try to lift me up, build me up, and you don't know what that does. To me, mentally, emotionally, it helps out. And so I'm thankful to have y'all. Who tried to build me up, and it's appreciated. So I mean, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Thank you, Nick Elliott. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. I mean, and honestly, there is a lot of times I wanted to give up YouTube, but then I get comments like this right here. Says, I love CV Tech's channel. Been a subscriber for over a year. Keeps get better all the time. Nick Elliott says, you're a good man, CV Tech. When I see stuff like that, and I know that I'm helping people out, I could be on my last legs, and you know what? This is my last video. I am done. And then I get comments like that right there. Keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
thank y'all.
I went to Iraq for 2 years, guys, and I personally got diagnosed with PTSD and major depression. You know what I'm saying? I have my own battles. I have my own skeletons in my closet.
We all do.
I don't have time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know CV Tech. He's, a lot of times he's down and shit, and I help him out. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he'll get through it, and we'll start talking. But
exactly,
when it's people that just keep going and going, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, can't. If y'all literally see I have my medical chart, okay, online, and I have a medical chart as long as my arm. It would surprise you to know my medical charts. It is ridiculous. Do I share it? No. But if anybody wants to know about it, I might give them a little inkling here and there. That's why I did a little series about my medical updates. I stopped those because I kind of quit going to the doctors, which is, I'm a stubborn person. My line of family on both sides is very stubborn, hard-headed, pig-headed people.
You don't say.
And I've inherited that, unfortunately. So
Well, RJ, admitting that you have a problem is the first step.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, if you want to be honest and real, we all have problems. We all have issues. We all have our problems. And it's just a lot of people don't want to admit it. And honestly, if you want to keep it private, that's good. But sometimes bringing it out to the open and discussing those things, people can kind of, there's going to be those trolls and those haters who's going to sit there and try to beat you down even more. But you got to ignore that. You're going to get bullied. You're going to get bullied, and YouTube is a good platform because a lot of people don't see YouTubers as nothing but just we're here. We don't amount to anything, and look at these big creators who make more in a month than most people make in a solid year. And there's no shame. There's no shame in admitting that you have a problem with something, whether it be depression, anxiety, OCDs. I faced all of that, so I can help people out with that because I've faced it. I've been through it. A lot of people will sit there and and the biggest thing that I hate to hear whenever I give somebody a problem I'm having is saying, "I'll just get over it." I'm like, you must have never been through this before. Same way with you, John. You have PTSD. How many people have said, "I'll just get over it, John. Just get over it." Has
Mhm.
anybody ever told you that before?
Yeah. And
Exactly.
sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you do have to build a bridge and just get the fuck over it, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes you do.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you,
gonna be flat
but
out
but you
sometimes.
gotta be honest whenever you say that it's not. You can't just snap your fingers and be over it. You can't. It's a real thing.
Mm.
It's a real thing, and we gotta all just be supportive of each other. Instead of dividing and trashing people, we really need to kind of just build people up. We really do.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm
I'm
for real going to build my pillows up into a nice little nest and lay on them.
Prime General Assassin. I'm not a doctor, bro. Go seek medical attention. So I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah,
I'm just a YouTuber,
I'm
a
not a doctor.
father.
I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. So
Yep.
I'm not a doctor. I don't give any medical. I try to help people that are going through the similar things that I'm going through. Because if you face things, it's easier to help people out because you know where they're coming from. Those who never experienced any kind of depression, OCD, PTSD, you can't. People that don't never experience that, they're like, "I'll just get over it." You're just making this stuff up and whatever. But that's not the case. It's not the case.
Yep.
I know.
If you need to know what phone company you want, or maybe what kind of phone you should use, I could probably tell you. But as far as medical, what to do and all, not this guy. This guy's a tech reviewer. That's it.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, I'm going to jump off here, and it is after 1 o'clock now, so I got to be calling it. See y'all
But it
later.
was, but it was good to see you, Lady Red.
It was good to see y'all. Finished off my Friday night. Great. Love it.
Well, Friday into Saturday.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm tired.
Hey, understandable. I slept all evening, so I'm good.
Yeah, I've been on the go all day. So, yeah, it's been a long day. Yeah, very. So, all right. Y'all are great. And hopefully, I left my phone at work uploading on that camera test. And hopefully, I can get it fixed and get it going tomorrow. If not, I'll holler at y'all. See what I need to do to it. Maybe
All
it
right.
might be that music. Maybe that it might be that music. I don't know. I used the same track in it, just a few seconds here and there, but it's supposed to be unlocked. I got it straight from Power Director. I just pulled some out of their stock thing. It's like a few seconds here and there for a couple of slideshows. That's all it is.
Well, I want to give you one piece of advice here before you leave. A lot of times, if you don't have the fastest upload speeds and you are recording a big file in 4K,
Uh,
a lot of times, if you're not pulling fast enough speeds, it'll fail. I've had a lot of videos before where
uh,
I have had slow speeds and a bigger file, and by the time it
mm.
gets finished, it'll say failed. It'll process for 100 years, then it'll just eventually fail.
Okay, yeah,
So
because the upload speed on the Wi-Fi at work, my LTE is faster.
that could be your problem, because
Okay,
that could be your problem. It just took too long to
okay,
upload.
okay. Yeah, because it was still going. It was like 70% at 7 o'clock, and I started it between 4:30 and 5. I started it right when all of that stuff started coming in. All those people started coming in. I was in that 5 line, and that was about 4:30, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
all right, guys. Well, shoot, CV Tech, bro, go live.
Yeah, I'll go
Yep.
live for a few minutes. It's just gonna be like a general tech,
Ah,
Q&A like always. We'll talk, we'll discuss, and believe me, it will not be a long stream because this floor is hard and this wall is hard. So I'm going numb from the waist down. So won't be a very long stream, but I'll stream a little bit.
I'm sitting in the middle of my bed, and it's very comfortable.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure.
All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to me, Lady Red's Tech Reviews, subscribe to me now. There's probably a link around here somewhere. You can search me if there's not. I can't see the chat. That was just too weird because there was like a second or two off, and it was like the weirdest echo ever. So I can't do that. It was very overwhelming for the senses. Yeah.
Well, you have a great night, and thank you for joining in.
I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Yeah, I'm about to go myself here.
I'm gonna drop in my PayPal link one more time in case any of y'all wants to donate to me. Magic Tech Super Chats are open. Lady Red as well. It's very well appreciated. It helps our channel out, and all that kind of goodness. So I'll be going live here in a few minutes. It takes me a few minutes to get everything done, but I will be going live for a few minutes if y'all want to join in, and all that kind of goodness. So yeah, there we go.
All right. Peace out, guys.